Just wanted to ask you to find a seat where you're comfy, and we're going to start with the prelude. No great odds.
Good morning, and welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Hamilton. We welcome you here in the sanctuary, and we welcome those of you who may have opted to join us online this morning. If you are still coming in and you need a seat, please feel free to sit at the tables, but don't play with the clay until we tell you what to do with it. I'm talking to you, Barb. My name is Tim Versteeg, and my pronouns are he, him, and it is my great pleasure to serve this church as its religious educator. I'll be your service leader this morning. And we thank the many people who have co-created our service experience this morning. Our music ministers, music director Rachel Derry, choir director Cindy Carey, and our fabulous choir. Our speakers today are Karen Trollope Kumar and Pradeep Kumar. Our tech team, Brian Carey, Chase Tapley, and John Elliott. Our worship associate, which was Sue Johnstone and Ian Johnstone this morning. And our ushers, Doreen Knoll and Barb Wallace, as well as our greeters and the folks at the greeting table. As always, this is a multi-generational service, and if you have little hands that need to be little or not so little hands that need to be active, we do have an activity card up at the front here. The ponies are a big hit this morning, if anybody's interested. You might have to ask to share, though. And you can feel free to come up and grab something to keep your hands busy if you need to do so. We have many announcements this morning. Well, not too many, but this is a vital part of the life of our church and shows you just how busy we all are some mornings and during the week too. So from Social Justice, and this is an event today, the bi-monthly Social Justice Hub meeting will begin after church from 12 to 2 p.m., and that will happen in the sanctuary towards that end. And all congregants, so everybody is invited to come and see what our Social Justice Hub is doing. There's lots going on, and Kelly's got a pretty cool program planned today from what I've heard. So please attend to that if you are interested. Our affordable housing team was also offering an opportunity to do a bit of advocacy, and they will have a table set up out in the foyer, urging policies and investments to produce more non-market affordable housing. Bill says to look for the table with all the papers on it. I believe today Pat Dickinson is here to sign her memoir out in the lobby, and that table is set up just at this end. And our next book club meeting to discuss the book In Care of Ivan Coyote, Letters, Connections, and Cures. If you would have read the book and would like to share your thoughts, join us at 1:30 to 3:30 December 18th in the church community room. There will be holiday treats to enjoy as well. I believe that means Fellowship Hall. Okay, it said, I'm just reading what's written, Barb, but I did the same thing. Zoomers and Boomers also will be having a holiday potluck on Friday, December 8th at 1:30 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. All over 50 are welcome to attend. Please bring a dish to share with the ingredients listed on the container. Remember, we are a nut-free facility. Please RSVP to Charlie Pond if you plan to attend. Also, next week, December 3rd, there is the youth group Christmas Bazaar. Our kids in the youth group are hoping to go to Edmonton for the yearly canoodle gathering of Unitarians from across, young Unitarians from across Canada, and we are starting to raise money. We will have a bake sale, we will have games and puzzles for sale, we will have handmade ornaments. Blooms for Africa has donated some lovely costume jewelry. We will also be able to take not only cash, but bring your cards, because we have someone who will run one of our squares that day for us, because they have more technical knowledge than I do. So we have a member of the team that's right in there. And that should be fun, and that will be from noon to 2 o'clock in Fellowship Hall next week. So it should be a fun time. And finally, I wanted to mention that on December 10th this year will be our Eva Rothwell gift card collection, which we do every year to help the folks at Eva Rothwell with the holiday season. So that will not be on a fourth Sunday of the month as our normal Eva Rothwell collection is. That will be on December 10th, and there will be information about that in the all-church email coming out probably this week. Okay? Oh. And that's the end of our announcements. If you want to know anything more about the life of our church, please see our website or our all-church email that comes out on Thursdays. Our land acknowledgement. The city of Hamilton is situated upon the traditional territories of the Erie, Neutral, Huron-Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and Mississaugas. This land is covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, which was an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe to share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. As settlers, we continue to benefit from the land and its resources, and as settlers, we must ask ourselves how or if we have shared and cared for the earth and its gifts. Facing the truth is hard, but truth must come before reconciliation. As we think about the land we inhabit and being good stewards for its care, I would also like to take a moment to mark that today is this congregation's 25th anniversary in this building. Yes, Barb, it's been 25 years. I'm picking on you today. It was on the last weekend of November 1998 that we marched from our old building at 211 Locke Street South to our new home in this building. It was a former hardware store that was renovated by a contractor and lots of volunteer labor to become our church. And in our 134-year-old history, we have worshiped in at least 14 different locations, but this has been the longest one. And a big thank you goes out to Bill Johnson for doing that research and bringing this to the attention of the service team this week. Our call to worship: whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are on your journey of faith or search for meaning, today you are one of us, and you are welcome in this house of worship. Our mission is to nurture one another, serve the community, and inspire action to heal the world. And I would now like to ask Karen Trollope-Kumar to join me to light some chalices and to light our Rangoli. So please join me in the chalice lighting words projected on the screen. May this flame be our light of friendship and love. And just a few opening words. This is from a collection called How We Are Called, and it's called Be Like Water. Run deep, run clear, fill any space to its own dimensions, respond to the moon, to gravity, change colors with the light, hold your temperature longer than the surrounding air, take the coast by storm, go underground, bend light, be the one thing people need even when they're fasting. Eat boulders quietly, and be a universal solvent. And as you are, well, actually, I'm not going to ask you to stand because Rachel's going to give you some directions. Our first hymn is number 367.
Oh, okay, I'll do it from here. Okay, we are, now going to do a hymn. Alleluia, alleluia. So think of when your birthday is, because I think we all know sort of when our birthdays are. And so this is kind of a two-part kind of hymn. We've done it before, but for those who haven't, it's pretty simple to join in. So in the first part, if you're born from, I'm going to split you up at like July to December, is going to sing this part. Alleluia, alleluia, sorry. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. So that's going to be July to December. Okay? Everybody got that? Can I see all the hands for July to December? Oh, yes. So when you sing that, you're going to stand up. Okay? Second part is January to June. Can I see everybody who's January to June? Okay, so you're going to be like the response, which is sing and rejoice. All right? So we're going to sing it through first. Don't panic. And then when your birthday, you're going to stand up when you're singing. But we're going to start with just learning the hymn first. Ready? So here we are, July to December. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. Other guys, sing and rejoice. And we're going to sing that again. Alleluia, 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 alleluia. Second group, sing and rejoice. And here's the twist. As we go, sing and rejoice, keep going. All right, we're going to switch. Sing and rejoice. Ready? Okay, so that's the second part. Sing and rejoice. And then when we sing is Alleluia. All right, so it goes like this. Sing and rejoice. Alleluia. Sing and rejoice. Alleluia. Sing and rejoice. Alleluia. Okay, do we sort of have that? I know I'm not clear in my explanations this morning, for which I apologize, but I guess you're just going to have to cope. All right, so let's try singing it all the way through, just singing. So July to December, Alleluia. January to June, sing and rejoice. We've got this. Okay, let's do it. 3, 4. to cooperate with you. You can always use your arms or other body parts. Rising is good. I don't really care. All right, let's try and put this together. Are we ready? Here we go. We are going to try that from the beginning. Here we go. 3, 4.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. My name is Karen Trollope Kumar, and my pronouns are she and her. And I'm so thrilled to be here today, and with my little granddaughter and her horses, and my husband, and also with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law visiting from India, and here they are. The first time I met my brother-in-law was the day before my wedding, and he came to pick me up in my hotel in Delhi and drove me to Ghaziabad, about an hour away, where the wedding was going to be held. And that car ride I will never forget. It was terrifying. We were just dodging trucks and buffaloes and cows, and I was just there like this. But I didn't dare say anything because my brother, I was very, I wanted to be very respectful towards my brother-in-law. But I remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I think this marriage is going to be a wild ride. And it was. It is, I should say. But ever since then, I've been encouraging my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, Archana and Anil, to come and visit us in Canada. So it's taken 40 years, but I finally got them to come. And no sooner did they arrive in Canada, but I put them to work. I said, we have to create a rangoli in the church, and neither of them had ever actually made one, although it's a very ancient tradition in India. But we came and yesterday, and we created the rangoli. A rangoli means an array of colors in Sanskrit, and it's a traditional Indian art form dating back more than 5,000 years. Rangolis are multicolored floor decorations, and they can be all different types of patterns, and you can just create one yourself. This one we just created yesterday just kind of came to us, and it's meant to bring joy and prosperity to the home, and it's also meant to promote the harmonious coexistence of all living beings in the universe. And I think that's something we need right now. So I just wanted to thank Anil and Archana so much for creating the rangoli. And also really wanted to thank Jamie and Tim and the choir, everybody, to allow this service here in the church, to welcome us here to do a service honoring Diwali, one of the major Hindu festivals, and to talk about how some of the wisdom traditions of Hinduism can enlighten us here in this Unitarian community. So I'm going to share a children's story about Diwali. So let's see. Okay. Grandpa watches the waning moon. The festival is coming soon. So it's always held on the darkest night of the year. And the actual ceremony of Diwali was 2 weeks ago, but we made it today to celebrate with a multi-gen service. I'll actually use my paper copy here. Our house must look its very best. Diwali's here, no time to rest. We hang buntings of mango leaves. They welcome gods, Grandma believes. Rangoli art dispels the gloom. It brings sparkle to every room. We wear new clothes to mark the cheer. We have waited all through the year. Time for stories about our gods who fought evil against all odds. We ring the bell the darkest night. We sing the hymns, chant and recite. The moon is new as light descends. We light the lamps with all our friends. We exchange gifts and homemade sweets. We greet our neighbors on the streets. Fireworks whiz, shimmer, and glow. The skies brighten in the sparkly show. Dinner's ready, it's full of treats. We stay awake as night retreats. It's good fortune the new year brings. It's lucky to start brand new things. It's the Hindu New Year. Shubh Diwali to one and all. We wish you joy, big and small. And that's our story. Yeah. So you'll notice that there are some tables set up and with clay. And I encourage anybody, young or old, to make some little lamps. And at the end, when we do the benediction, we'll bring our lamps up to this little round table here and light them. And the story behind Diwali is that Prince Rama had been banished to the forest for 11 years by his enemies. And he finally overcomes them and comes back to his hometown. But it's the darkest night of the year. So all the townspeople light little lamps and put them in their windows to light his way home. And Diwali symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness, good over evil. And so it's one of the famous festivals of light that are celebrated in so many cultures around the world. So I'd encourage whoever would like to sit there and create a lamp. We've put a couple of little sample lamps, but use your imagination. I'm sure you'll be able to create beautiful ones. The clay is fairly soft. It dries over 24 hours, so next week your lamp will be dry and ready to take home and paint it or whatever you'd like. But yeah, I enjoy making some lamps. And I'd now ask my husband, whose spiritual name is Jivasu, to come up and offer our meditation.
Good morning, everyone. I'll explain this short meditation. We will start with the closed eyes, and I will count down starting from 10 to 1 backward. And with each count down, you will open your eyes slowly and close them slowly as if you are drunk. So the name of the meditation is Drunk with the Divine. So please close your eyes softly. Shoulders relaxed. And now I will start counting down. 10. Opening your eyes slowly, closing them slowly. A point may come when you don't feel like opening your eyes, don't open them. 9. Again opening your eyes slowly, closing them slowly. 8. 7. 6. Opening your eyes slowly and closing them slowly. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 0. Your eyelids are heavy and your eyes relaxed. Allow that heaviness and relaxation to spread to your face and head. Allow the relaxation and heaviness to spread to your neck and shoulders and to your arms. Allow that relaxation and heaviness to spread to your chest, lungs, and heart. And allow that relaxation and heaviness to spread to your belly and pelvic area. And allow this relaxation and heaviness to spread to your thighs, legs, feet, and toes. Your whole body is relaxed and still, like a rock. Feeling it. This is your original nature. And now, whenever you feel, please open your eyes slowly. Thank you.
So we just have the one joy to share today. And this is from Bill and Mary Elizabeth Fulton, who Sunday, November 19th, celebrated their 57th wedding anniversary. The offering that we accept each Sunday is an opportunity to recommit ourselves to community and to our relationship with one another. When we give, we say yes to something that we value. And with gifts freely given, may we say yes to the values of our faith. If you're joining us online this morning and would like to make a donation to the life of the church, there is a button on the home page to allow you to do so. And this morning, our in-person offering takes two forms: our regular collections for the ministry of this church, but also our monthly collection for the Eva Rothwell Emergency Pantry. During the offering music, you may come forward to this table on the right. Just watch the Rangoli in the middle, and bring your donations for Eva Rothwell. I'll also ask a couple of the able-bodied youth to help me collect some of the things for folks who would rather remain in their chairs. Maybe Max and Nicola, if you are around and can do that for me, that would be great. If you'd like to give cash to Eva Rothwell, there will be white envelopes in the collection baskets, and you can put a cash donation for Eva in those. And that is time for offering music then.
No matter what people say or think about me, I am a child, I am a child of God.
No matter what people say or think about me, you are a child of God.
No matter what the world says or thinks about me, I am a child.
Your gifts and support of our ministries to one another and to the community are very appreciated. Thank you.
So I hope everyone is working away on their lamps. I see a lot of activity going on, and really looking forward to seeing them. They'll dry nicely over 24 hours, and next week you'll be able to take them and paint them. So as I'd mentioned, Diwali is one of the major festivals of India, particularly in North India, symbolizing the victory of good over evil. And the lamps and candles are lit in everyone's household, and they're usually these little earthen lamps, just like you're making. They're also people also celebrate with firecrackers and all kinds of manifestations of light. And it's a very joyous time. It's also considered to be the Hindu New Year. And so when I was thinking about festivals of light, there are so many of them in so many different cultures, and they often are connected to the changing of the seasons, to the harvest. And in northern India, this is the time of the harvesting of the rice crop, so it's also a very important time. And it's just a lovely time of the year. The weather is beautiful. Then, of course, there are so many other festivals of light. Hanukkah is coming up, celebrated by Jewish people all over the world. And it's celebrated for 8 nights and 8 days, involving lighting that 9-branched menorah. It's lit after sundown, and the number of lights increases by 1 every week. And that actually reminds me of Kwanzaa, the African Heritage Festival, celebrated in African American culture. And as part of that ritual, 1 candle is lit every day, and each candle represents one of 7 common principles: unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Isn't that beautiful? Then other festivals of light are more in the spring season, like the Lantern Festival in China, celebrated on the 15th day of the lunar year, usually between February and March. And again, it's a harvest festival. And it sounds absolutely beautiful. It marks an end to the Chinese New Year festivities. And people carve paper lanterns decorated with calligraphy and wishes for the future, and they light these lanterns and they float into the air. I'm going to look on YouTube next March and see. It must be a beautiful experience. And of course, the pagan festival of Imbolc is also a festival of light that happens in the spring. Christmas, as we know, is based on pagan traditions and held around the time of the solstice, which is also celebrated with light. And today, after the service, I'm going to take my sister-in-law and brother-in-law to Niagara-on-the-Lake, where I'm going to show them the play A Christmas Carol, the famous story by Charles Dickens, which I thought, I'm trying to get every single Canadian Christmassy tradition. Next week we're going to the Nutcracker, and then we're going to Huntsville, and I've ordered snow for the occasion, so I really hope we get snow. But after the play, we're going to see another festival of lights, the Winter Festival of Lights. I don't know if anyone's done this, but if you drive from Niagara-on-the-Lake to Niagara Falls at this time of the year, that whole beautiful drive is lit up with Christmas lights. So that's going to be our Niagara Festival of Lights today. So I just want to wish everybody a very happy Diwali and a very happy wish for the prosperity and joy and peace of this season. And my husband is going to talk a little bit about wisdom lessons from the Hindu tradition. And having lived in India for 11 years, I found that I just learned so much from Hindu traditions and scriptures and spirituality that still continues to light my life today. So I hope you'll enjoy that. And now we will hear a hymn, All Lifted Hearts.
So the choir has done this many times, and you have sung with us many times, so I just want to remind you, the words are going to be up here, and I will turn my body and go like this and cue you all to come in. So you're all members of the choir, or the choir is all members of the congregation today.
Many windows, one light, many waters, one sea, all lifted hearts are free. Many windows, one light, many waters, one sea, all lifted hearts are free.
In the Talmud of the Jewish tradition, the sage Hillel said, "What is hateful to you, do not do to others." This is the whole of the law. All of the rest is commentary.
In the Hindu legend of the Mahabharata, the divine Krishna declared, "This is the sum of duty. Do nothing unto others which would cause you pain if done to you. It is written, it is taught, may it be so." In the Gospel of Matthew in the Christian scriptures, the Messiah Jesus says, "Whatever you wish that others would do to you, do so to them."
In the Buddhist text of the Udana the student is urged, "Hurt not others in ways that you yourself would find hurtful." It is written, it is taught, may it be so. In the Muslim Hadith of Al-Nawawi, the Prophet Muhammad teaches, "No one of you is a believer until he desires for his brother that which he desires for himself."
In the Tai Shang treatise of Taoism, the seeker is instructed, "Regard your neighbor's gain as your gain, and your neighbor's loss as your own loss. It is written, it is taught, may it be so."
Many windows, one light, many waters, one sea, all lifted hearts are free.
In the ancient wisdom of Shinto, there is a saying, "The The heart of the person before you is a mirror. See there your own form.
The Oglala Lakota spiritual leader Black Elk wrote, "All things are our relatives. What we do to everything, we do to ourselves."
It is written, it is taught, may it be so. Shalom, Asiti, Salam, Ewa, Dohiye, Pax, Paxomir, Shanti, 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 Shalom, Asiti, Salam, Ewa, Dohiye, Pax, Paxomir.
Hinduism is a collection of hundreds of minor religions, beliefs, faiths, and philosophies accumulated over the span of last 5,000 years. And because they didn't want to destroy each other, so still they exist. So if you ever visit India during the largest collection of human beings on earth in last 3,000 years, it is called Kumbh Fair, where within the span of 3 months, roughly 80 million people pass through that fair. It is unimaginable, and Karen and myself were there once. All these hundreds of them. In Hinduism, there were many prophets, sages, masahas, literally hundreds of them. So many holy scriptures and books. So many rituals. And you can follow any one of them, or you can create your own. You can be the next prophet. Because Hinduism allows it, because it is not organized. Some of them were atheist, some agnostic, some theistic, and some utterly materialistic. So it's the most democratic religion ever. They debate each other and defeat each other, just like in our parliament. But there were no religious wars in India ever. So according to your mind, body, your nature, personality, you can pick and choose from this vast ocean. And it seems is a chaos. Actually, it is not. because there are three underlying themes they run through Hinduism. And number one is liberation or moksha. And that is liberation from our own self, not from outside. Because outside liberation happens through economy, politics, reformation, and so on and so forth. It is about inner liberation. And what this liberation means? To be in peace with myself and others. To live with a sense of well-being or bliss. And live with vitality and action in the world. So those three fundamentals defy the liberation, and whatever happens in Hinduism, it is the very core of Indian culture. No matter what you do, if you are not liberated, life remains incomplete. Because in spite of doing all this, once we review our life at the age of 70, 80, or at the time of death, we'll feel still my life's story is not complete. So much is left undone. And the reason is, second core concept in Hinduism of karma. Karma is not mysterious. Karma is my memory. I am carrying the memory of my ancestors. I am carrying the memory when I was in the womb of my mother, when I was born. After that, all the turmoil, sorrow, and trauma of life, all those emotional, sexual, and physical abuses, anger, jealousy, betrayal, the sum total of this memory is called karma. It is embedded in my brain and body, in my subconscious, and it controls my life each day. And sometimes I don't know that that is what is happening. So unless that memory comes to an end, and that means emotional component of the memory, because once we erase total memory, that becomes dementia or Alzheimer. Here, we empty out the contents of those emotional memory, so only the sketches of the memories are there, and we are liberated from ourselves. So that second core concept is karma. The third core concept is reincarnation. How many of us can really sort out our life in one lifetime? There are so many pressing needs of this world. We are so engaged, we are so busy, we are so stressed. And meanwhile, underneath, so much happened, but we don't have time to sort it out, to become clear of it. That is why most people die with the unfinished life. They can't help. So, reincarnation is a logical necessity. I couldn't sort it out in this lifetime. I have to be born again and clear it. And others can help, but help will be minimal because only and only I can sort out my life. So in Hinduism, there was never a priesthood. There was never a commission agent between myself and my liberation, my happiness, my bliss, and my peace. There cannot be. I have to face myself directly, and then I have to find myself directly. We cannot make love through interpreter. Can someone? No. And this is the ultimate love. because the core of it, the well-being, the peace, love, and the liberation. And you are free to choose according to your nature. Nobody can compel you. So this whole marketplace is available. Go, pick, choose, follow, and ultimately order will come in the life. And that is what is liberation, because we can create order in a building, in a church, on our street, in our institution, but that order doesn't reflect inner disorder, a mind which is buzzing with the past memories, engaged, attached, suffering. So that is the essence of the wisdom of Hinduism. Liberation is the goal. I can choose. I have tools. And in the beginning, we can learn. After that, we are on our own. Thank you.
Today, do that one small thing that helps heal the world. Act on that one piece of your hopes for the future and take that one step that gets you closer to that vision. Reach out your hand in an act of kindness. Embody grace towards yourself and others. Listen deeply to someone else's truth and ideas with compassion. And in that way, piece by piece, we will create peace in our hearts and in our world. I extinguish the chalices, but not the flame of hope in our hearts that we carry with us. And a reminder, if you'd like to bring your clay lantern up. A little distracted there for a moment, sorry. Karen will have a taper down there to help you light them.
Okay, Brian. Oh, it's on. Well done. Thank you. I stole their microphone. So, our today is one day. It was arranged by Kula Loom. Sung. Hopefully, you have the order of service, and that will tell you who wrote it. But this particular thing was arranged by Kula Loom, and he gathered people from Israel and Gaza and Muslims and Christians to sing this together, and they ended up with 2,000 people, I think, in the first version of singing it. And we're going to try singing it today. Speaking of peace, did you need to say did I jump the gun? Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is the choir's going to teach you, there's two parts to the chorus, the one-day part and the all my life I've been waiting for. And we're going to teach you this part first, and this is two-part. Oh, this is so much fun. So it goes, can you just give me a note? One day. Okay, so it goes, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Good. So that's one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Okay, that's your part. And then the second part, I should have probably just let the choir do this. It's a lot easier. I did teach them, I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I let them listen to a recording. So I'll let you listen to these guys. Do you want to stand up? We'll do the one day part first. So this is two parts, so you pick whatever part you want. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and one day, 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 in the second part of the chorus. All my, okay, let's try that just to the chorus parts. This is just so you can join in when we sing. Can we have the words up, John? All my life? Thank you. All my life. 1, 2. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. Awesome. Thank you. So you just join us when we get to those parts, and I'll give you a hint of some sort. If I...
Feel free to.
Yes, feel free.
Go, George and Marianne. We miss you.